But I read this where when you meet someone and they're like, hey, I'm Rose, and then you're like, Rose, you repeat the name, nice to meet you. That didn't work. I've done it so many times. I'm like, John, nice to meet you, John.
Well, there's a million Johns, right? So.
What? Oh my God.
It's a cocktail.
We're in the club. And this is just cranberry juice with ice and lime. This is my club drink because I don't drink alcohol.
She is going down the I don't drink alcohol path, which is good. It was very good. More for me.
Welcome back to Happening Now with Hammer. I'm your producer, running the knobs and switches, Cousin Adam, and I'm joined in the studio today by one woman, the best eyeball assessor this side of the Mississippi, Brandy Pisante.
Oh, you were talking about me.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about this one.
We also are joined in the studio today by Orange County's best John Daly impersonator, Hammer. Also, gracing us with her presence, we have the one, the only, Rose Machado, Ensenada's golden child, here with us today.
Hold on, I
She's choking on her cranberry juice.
The golden child just choked.
See? If there was alcohol in that, you wouldn't be choking.
Yeah.
Thanks for making the drive to hang out with us, Rose.
Thank you for having me.
So, Rose, is it true? Just quick question. You're with Ruka, of course, and you signed with Ruka. What was that? About 4 years ago?
Yes.
You're the first. You're the first of the first, aren't you?
First of the first what?
Non-athletic, non-boxer, you're just...
She got personality. That's it. No,
They just go, that chick's hot. We're going to sign her. That's what they said, right?
Yeah, they had to kind of rewrite a contract because they're like, we want you to sticker your board. And I was like...
My seasonal board? What?
My dad's board?
They're
Which
like,
one?
guitar or something. I was like... Sticker what? I don't have anything I can sticker my phone case.
There you go.
But yeah, I guess being kind and good personality will get you far.
But that's totally the way marketing and brands are starting to interact with the public now. I mean, now what are we talking about? 10 years or something? And
Yeah.
And that you're the start of that for Ruka.
A lot of content creation. That's kind of what's in my contract. So I shoot content and then I shoot campaigns for them. And, that's what I do in general. But Ruka is my longest contract that I have. Yeah.
But you've got a number of contracts. And this one's coming to fruition, but I'm sure they'll rewrite you.
We shall see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a few that I'm with. And then I also, the craziest contract I have is with Hume Supernatural. It's like a body care brand. They focus on deodorant, and so
Hume's Supernatural?
Hume, Hume.
Without the aluminum in it, so you don't get breast cancer?
It's like without everything, that like baking soda. There's all kinds of stuff that's not supposed to be, because you have so many pores in your armpit, and so your armpits absorb whatever you put.
Nodes are too.
Yeah, your lymph nodes are all right there.
And I met a girl, she was on a photo shoot with Hume, and she was like, oh yeah, like, how are you a part of the brand? And so I told her, and then I was like, how are you a part of the brand? She's like, oh, I'm just a model, but she's like, I've been using Dove for since I started using deodorant, which I feel like is right when you start your teen years, which is like 13.
Right at puberty.
Yeah. And so she was using Dove like religiously. That was her go-to. And she shows me, she has this like ball of, it's like under her skin, obviously, but it's a ball of aluminum buildup because it all like kind of came like together. And so she has to get it surgically removed.
Holy moly.
I would just recommend drinking liquid chlorophyll every day, and then you don't secrete like BO, but...
If you need it, Hume Supernatural is the way to go.
Yeah, if you need it.
My contract with them is kind of like, as long as we can go, there's no end to it, because they gave me equity instead of having a salary like most of my brands that I work with. They gave me equity in the company, and so it's really fun because I get to speak on it as an owner, and also like be a part of the big decisions and creative ideas.
Well, Rose, I got to tell you, that's probably, you can't do that all the time, but getting equity is smart.
It's
Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah.
That's where they offered that, and I was like, oh hell yeah. And that was right in the beginning of when they started, and it's done so well. We're in many stores across the United States. We're in Sprouts and Whole Foods, and it's just like kind of everywhere, and we're working on getting in a few other places, and it's a really good product. That's like, I love to back the brands that I work with too.
Well, of course.
I feel like a lot of people just do it for the money, and so I'm very like big on just like, I mean, I'm huge on this is what I actually use, and so I'm stoked to be a part, like I'm stoked to be with them, but I actually have been using it before, and so I am a co-owner with them. And then there's like Sambazon and Cali Ray is this local clean beauty makeup brand in Newport, actually. And they're all clean. And they also are working on getting fully sustainable packaging. They're at 70% right now.
Wow.
But they're very real about it. They don't lie about it either. But for Earth Day, they have like a makeup palette, for example, that it's just like eyeshadow and like kind of just like a little face palette, and it's made out of wood. And so when you're done with it, which we did this whole video and I watched them, like I did it with them, and it was absolutely insane how ahead of the curve they are. That you basically can take the little, cause like you know, the like makeup palettes have like the color itself have the little tins. And so you pop the tins out of the palette and you can recycle those. And then you break the palette up, the wood palette, and you throw it in a composter. The next day you have dirt and you can put it in your yard. And so like, it's like a zero waste is kind of what they're working at, which is like, I mean, I've never seen that, and they're
That's
very
cool.
So I'm super stoked to be with them, and I love their products, and I love to support them, and I love to talk them up. And even if I wasn't getting paid to do it, you know, I would still do it.
No. You always got to get paid. Always got to get paid. Right, Adam?
Yes, absolutely. You always got to earn it.
I wouldn't know.
Speaking of getting paid, let me grab a tepache because I am thirsty myself. Dude, I feel like summer just kicked in down here.
Totally.
No, it was ugly as shit yesterday, but it's like 80 degrees today, and I am here for it.
I'm so scared. I'm going to Stagecoach. It's going to be 105.
And windy.
Oh, and windy.
Really?
Windy. Yes. Bring a bandana.
Okay. Yeah.
Bring a hat. Like just.
You know, you got to be careful. When you go to those places, make
You're
sure.
gonna be covered in dirt.
Yeah, make sure that your money and everything, front pocket, the whole bit. You know, it's just crazy shit happens. You know.
We have a whole squad going with us, so.
You'll be fine.
And
Yeah.
again, I will be sober, so I
Yeah.
remember everything.
You'll be the ninja in the group.
Don't get your cranberry juice spiked.
Yeah.
Did you do Coachella?
No.
Oh, man, I saw a bunch of like older friends of mine and stuff and just various folks that went, and I could not imagine going out for Coachella anymore. It looks like such a madhouse now.
Oh, it seems insane.
Yeah.
Well, it's grown from what 5,000 people to what?
Yeah, 2 weekends and
Yeah, but hundreds of thousands of people.
Oh, it's insane. My dad's good friend, which he's like kind of an uncle, Fisher, he's a DJ. He performed, and the crowd, like, oh my God, like it's a sea of people. And I've seen him in San Diego, and I thought I was looking at a sea. Like you stand kind of behind him, like on stage, and I'm like looking out at these people that are on Molly and that, like
freaking
crazy.
out.
And I'm like, what? Like it's such an ocean of people. But then like I saw his Coachella like stage, and I was like, holy shit, the amount of people. I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was like 50,000 or 55,
Oh,
maybe
yeah, it's more than
60,000
that, yeah.
people.
It's
But I
up
was
there.
like, at one stage, I was like, holy shit, like insane.
Did your dad and Fisher meet when he used to like go to all the world tour competition spots, and he was riding that dick-shaped board.
So that was kind of, my dad already knew him then.
Okay. Because that was a good bit. I missed that era of row surfing.
Dude, that was funny.
What the hell was that?
My dad met Fisher when he was, they were both sponsored by Reef together, which they basically, my dad had him stay at our house and stuff like that. He gave him his car, which my dad never got back. But it's like they have a great.
Your dad's too nice.
They have a great.
He's
I
driving
know.
that old van, man.
Yeah, they have a great relationship, and he's fucking hilarious. And so my dad loved being around him. And then he was trying to be a pro surfer for so long, and then I mean it's fucking hard to be a pro surfer, but he found kind of his gig. He started doing some DJing and also like doing a lot of social media stuff, like posting his life and all kinds of crazy shit he does. And so he has this board. He has 2 boards. They're both dick shaped. And
Yep.
so like the back where the back foot would be is the balls, and then it's an actual dick. And he rips it. Like there's pictures
Nice.
of him like fully spraying, and you're like, wait, is that? And then he has a tie-dye dick. So
And
he
would
has
they
that
call
one
that
too.
dick spray? I mean, what the hell is that?
I mean, I've never seen anything like it, and he
Yeah.
actually rips it. It's so he's one of one for sure. No one's like Fisher.
No. They definitely didn't make 2 like that.
No. He's Australian, so you could see how he could
The
be.
Aussies are my favorite.
Yeah, we had an Australian on the show the other day, didn't we, Adam? And
Oh, yeah, we had Kai on here.
Kai was on, and what company is he with?
He's with Macro Culture
That's
here in
right,
Costa Mesa.
Macroculture. But Ty's a cool cat, and Australian. I mean, the guy talks, and every girl's panties in the whole fucking place just fall off. It's just boom. This is crazy. Those Aussies, man. Those ladies love that.
I know
accent.
the accent. I had my first casting ever for this show, and they're like, "We need you to be Australian," but my grandma's British, and so I'm so used to hearing her, so I was getting so confused. So I've been working on my Australian accent. Is it great? No, but I work on it with the Australians over at Ruka. Anything they say, I just repeat.
Well, let's hear it.
It's like a lot. It's a lot of mouth
Yeah.
talking, and they kind of go. I've been working on it for a long time.
Yeah.
Honestly, I go out and I talk to everybody at the bars, and everyone's so confused because they're like, "Hold on, aren't you Rob's daughter? Aren't you from San Diego?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm from San Diego."
Yesterday, today I'm from Aussie.
I'm like, "Anyway, I gotta go get my cranberry juice," and they're like, "Who the fuck is this chick?" But I've worked on mastering it, and I just repeat. They think I'm mocking them, but I repeat anything they say.
They're
Like,
good sports about it. Like Scotty in particular.
They think it's funny.
Yeah.
They do it back, but they're like, cheeseburger.
Yeah. Bottle of water.
They're like, "I'm going out," and I'm like, "Going out."
Why are we watching monkeys fuck over
I'm
here?
finding
I
a
mean,
picture of the dick board.
I want to watch the monkeys do it.
All of a sudden, I got monkeys fucking in front of me here.
One swift bite from this bugger, rip your eyes right out of your head. And if you're not real careful, he could strike at any time.
What was his name? What was that guy's name?
Steve Irwin.
Yes. My dad was in Australia once, and they were all watching him do the crocodile thing. And Steve saw my dad and his whole squad, and he's like, "You in here."
I should be right. Come in.
Get in there, dude.
Dark knees on there. You gotta make it. Oh, mate, come around this way.
I just up on the side. What is that noise? All right. That was great. Good stuff.
And my dad's in the cage with the crocodiles, and he's literally like shitting himself. And he's like,
Kidding. I ride boards, not crocs.
he's like showing him. He's like, "If you take this guy out of the cage, sometimes they can really." And like my dad's literally like, "What the fuck?" But that was Rob's memory of Steve, which I thought was pretty cool.
Well, you also when you have that dialect, you have to raise your voice like 10 octaves because they're loud as fuck.
Yes.
They cannot, there is only one level of volume, and it is loud.
It's loud,
There is
yeah.
never quiet. There's
No.
never a whisper.
And then the British are like more deeper. Like I realized I learned like the accents, and Australians are so in their mouth, like in their nose and in their mouth. And
It's all right
British,
here.
the British are kind of more down in their throat. Honestly, I've been working on this one because I get confused about, it's like very light. Mine's very light because my grandma is kind of like has a little American British
Like an Eliza
accent.
Doolittle?
So she's her accent's very light. So I kind of can only do hers, but not too good. But the Australian one, I have a ball. Sometimes I get hit by the bug and I go to the bars and I'm fully Australian. Confuse the shit out of these drunks.
That is a dick board.
There's the dick board.
Yeah.
That's it. And is that Kai Otten with him right there? Yeah, so I mean, it was a while ago that he was riding it, dude, but it's so good. And yeah, here's some dick spray.
Yeah.
Dick spray. There
That's
it
it.
is.
That's
yeah.
the picture I was talking about.
And the dick made the wave real frothy on this one.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. I think he's got a hard on.
That was so Irish.
Was that Scottish?
I don't know. Something happened to me there.